Can you start real estate investing with little money? That's a great question. Hey everyone, my name is Eren Millam with Premier Property Group. I help people achieve financial freedom and security through real estate. So the quick answer is yes and no. So obviously the more money you have to play with, the more opportunity you're going to have to get started. Typically, when you have more opportunities, you're able to get better deals. However, it does not take a ton of money to get started investing in real estate, and I will tell you my exact scenario. First, let me go over the latest trend about OPM, or what people like to call other people's money. I'm not saying that's not a thing, I'm just saying you shouldn't go chasing after that. Because people who are going to give you money, maybe you know someone who's wealthy, if you have a personal relationship with them, that's a way better way to go than trying to go through a company. So I've been working with investors for almost a decade now, and typically when an offer comes around, I send it to them first because I want to help make them rich, and the more trust I build with them, the more deals they're going to send my way. And that's just the way I like to do it. However, when they pass up deals, then all bets are off, and I might be interested in taking it. So this particular one, I had a listing, it was not selling because it had some issues, but the seller was not in a position to take care of those issues. Now, for an investor, it really didn't make a whole lot of sense to buy it outright, just because we're going to be in such a small profit window that the risk just was not worth the reward. So what I did, having a relationship with this seller, a pretty good relationship, he was getting to the point where he was just gonna walk away, and I said, whoa. There's a better way, and it doesn't really make sense for me, but let's structure this in a way that works for everyone, and there's little risk to either side. So basically the way it worked is I purchased the house for well below market value, and the seller understood this, and I was explicit about that because we were obviously listed at a higher spot. But the thing that made it work for him is I said, I'm gonna put a bunch of money in this property to make it sellable, and then because you're giving me such a discount on the sales price, we're gonna split profits 50-50 after I've recovered my expenses that I put into it. So it didn't cost me very much to get into it. The amount of money it took to rehab it was actually a bit, but I'm gonna get that back, and then we'll split whatever's left over after all expenses. So there's very little risk in that for me, unless I sell it for less than I put into it. The seller was able to get rid of it, and remember, he's walking away, thinking about walking away from it, so he's getting a benefit to that as well, and I'm going to get my expenses paid back at the end, and then we split profits. So you sometimes will have to get creative if it's someone you know, and I do not suggest trying to take advantage of people. I understand that's probably how this deal could look to some people, but seller was on board with this 100%, trusted me 100%. So I'm trying to do what's right for him. There was no reason for me to do this, but I just figured it'd be fun. What the heck? good learning experience regardless. So there are opportunities out there if you're open to them, and especially in this market with high interest rates, you really have to get creative with the deals you're putting together, but you can do it for very little money. And all the work on the property, there wasn't anything other than the electrical and the plumbing that I probably couldn't have done myself, but the contractor who I had do the work did it way better than I ever could have, and they did it faster, so I'm able to get the house on the market faster and turn it around quicker, which is what everyone wants. So, can you do investing with little money? The answer is yes. The deeper answer is creating relationships and networks so you can create opportunities for yourself. If you need help with that, I know a guy. I can hook you up with investor groups and answer your questions about investing, and also how to formulate offers that work for everyone. Again, my name is Eren Millam with Premier Property Group, and remember, never settle for less than extraordinary.